The truce is over. Israel resumed military operations against Hamas because the terrorists had not released all the hostages and begun firing rockets at Israeli territory. In response, the Israel Defense Forces launched strikes on Hamas operational command centers, rocket launchers and the militants' underground tunnels. Amid renewed hostilities, the United States called on Israel to ensure the protection of civilians in the Gaza Strip.
The lesson is that you can only win in urban warfare by protecting civilians. You see, in this kind of a fight, the center of gravity is the civilian population. And if you drive them into the arms of the enemy, you replace a tactical victory with a strategic defeat. So I have repeatedly made clear to Israel's leaders that protecting Palestinian civilians in Gaza is both a moral responsibility and a strategic imperative.
Washington continues to seek the restoration of a pause in hostilities. U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris said at the climate summit in Dubai she voiced the main principles on which, according to the White House, the future of the Gaza Strip should be based.
5 principles guide our approach for post-conflict Gaza. No forcible displacement, no reoccupation, no siege or blockade, no reduction in territory, and no use of Gaza as a platform for terrorism. We want to see a unified Gaza and West Bank under the Palestinian Authority.
But all this is possible only after the elimination of the Hamas group and the holding of democratic elections in the Palestinian Authority.
We need to hold new elections. So far, this is not happening, and it is unclear how the United States will be able to do this, given that the government in the Palestinian Authority is very weak. There are practically no alternative political projects there, and Hamas is quite popular in the Gaza Strip itself. That is, people still need to be convinced so that they vote for some kind of a secular alternative, for example, which would be able to take and maintain power in both Palestinian enclaves. Ilya Kusa, international policy expert at the Ukrainian Institute for the Future think tank.
Israel is not currently considering the creation of a unified Palestinian state. At the same time, as sources told Reuters, Tel Aviv plans to create a buffer zone on the border with the Gaza Strip to avoid aggression in the future. According to the agency, Israel notified the governments of Egypt, Jordan, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia and Turkey about its plans. There is no single option for the post-war future of the Gaza Strip. The military actions there continue, according to the UN, of the more than 2 million people who lived in the Gaza Strip before Hamas attacked Israel. 1,800,000 are considered internally displaced persons. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Nikita Skoblikov, UATV News.